Oh, you gotta like that groove, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like that groove. Here we are. There's three of us right now. Don't know if anybody else is going to show or not. Last minute betting, Bob, Mike, and Justin tonight. We're hoping Kia makes it. We're hoping Brendan makes it. Jabari's not going to make it. Tristan's not going to make it. But that's okay. Today, folks, the crew will talk NFL, NFC West, and AFC West divisions. We'll get down with a little bit of Chargers talk, a little Harbaugh talk, and we're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. Get into our Sports Nuts Discord right now. Link below in the description. A lot of fun, a lot of plays coming out there, and that is what we are doing. How are you guys doing?
Doing good.
Pretty good. Sweating an esports bet as we speak, but yeah, it's going good.
Good. The overs hit last night.
Both did. We had one over, had the other one on an under. Pretty high scoring fourth quarter there in that Bengals-Colts game. We were looking good, but had some scoring there in that fourth quarter and busted our under that I liked at least. But the over in the Bears-Chiefs game hit. So, and we talked about it,
How did we do in our parlay? I didn't even check that. Did it lose?
Yeah, it did, because didn't you have Baltimore in there?
Yeah.
Toronto won. The Blue Jays won, but Baltimore got smoked.
Yeah, they've been kind of weird.
Corbin Burns was on the mound too yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't have a great game.
Nope, for sure.
Houston's starting to get kind of hot here,
Who?
The Astros. They're starting to get hot. They
got rid of Seattle's manager for him. He got fired, so because the Astros took over the division. I'm going to share my screen real quick because we're going to start off talking NFL. We're going to end up talking NFL, and we'll do some other stuff in between. But right now, let's take a look. We got Jaguars and Falcons tonight, with the Jaguars being very heavy favorites. I mean, 7.5 in a preseason game. That seems like an awful lot to me. Why would that be, guys?
I mean, starters, guys not playing, obviously Atlanta probably rolling out nobody, Jacksonville, I'm going to assume they may play some people.
Okay. We'll find that out here in a little bit. Looks like 35.5 is the number on the total in that game.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go Dolphins, Bucks. Bucks heavily favored in this game, although not as much, 3.5 to 3. But total score 37.5. What do you guys think tonight? Are overs going to continue to hit?
Very well might. The under's been the play for a while, but now we're at the point where, last preseason game, bunch of, some guys are going to play some of their starters for a little bit. You saw the Colts do it last night. So, some first half points now likely to be scored. So, yeah, you may look at the over in some of these games.
Do you think that the coaches are opening up their playbooks a little bit more in this last game, Justin, just to see what these kids can do?
Well, yeah, I'd say that's like part of the reason why the overs probably are hitting a little more. They're like, okay, time for settling down is over. Let's go show you guys can actually step up to the plate in the season. So I'd say that's pretty accurate.
You still got baseball on your mind, don't you? Stepping up to the plate.
Yeah.
All
We've
right.
had too long of this. Too many
Yeah, I
months.
would roll with the over there in that Tampa Bay Miami game too. I mean, I know it's a high number at 37 and a half, but I think we may as well roll with some points being scored.
San Francisco and that eight is 9 to 9.5, 8.5 to 9.5. Really, 9 is the number. Man, that's really holy cow, guys. I have no idea who's playing these games.
Well, I mean, San Fran's going to roll out some of their guys. How long? And you know, the Raiders are rolling out nobody. So that's why you see a big number like that. But I'd be willing to back the Raiders on that number, honestly, because,
yeah.
you know, I mean, it's not like San Fran's going to, you know, Brock Purdy's not going to play much, if at all. You know, maybe a series or something, you know. He can't get 21 points in one series. So, you know, I think this game eventually will be, you know.
I'm going to ride with you on that, Mike.
Close enough. Yeah. I mean, why not?
Let's do it. Plus 9.5 at minus 115 on FanDuel. You heard it here, folks. Or forks. Well, hey, fork you. Anyway, big weekend ahead of us. The last weekend of NFL football, and tomorrow starts the beginning of the college football season. And guys, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 games tomorrow. 7 games starting with Florida State and Georgia Tech. Florida State favored by 10.5. McNeese and Tarleton State. Tarleton State favored by 17.5. Montana State and New Mexico. Montana State favored by 13.5. North Alabama and Southeast Missouri State. Southeast Missouri State favored by 7.5. Go Missouri. And Florida A&M and Norfolk State. Florida A&M favored by 15.5 in a game that I am going to go with the over on. You heard it here. Minus 25.5 is the spread. SMU favored over Nevada. I am taking the over 55.5 in this game. Get it at minus 105 on ESPN Bet. There you go, guys. That's my first big pick of the college football season. Any comments?
Wait, so did you say you were also taking the minus 25.5?
No.
Just the over.
Just the over on that game.
Okay, because I was gonna say no. I'm definitely riding the plus 25.5 in that game. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good bet.
I think it's good. We're going to let Mike take over for a little bit and go to see if there's anything out there worth talking about on EV and what have you. And I'm going to go get myself prepared here. So take over, Mike. I'll be back.
Yeah, a couple of Howard and Carlton. I mean, a couple of plays on them in the WNBA here. Locked in a couple of bets there. See what else is out here. I mean, we've got all kinds of. I mean, you got Atlanta plus 7.5. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm going to ride it.
Yep, I like it. It's
may as well, you know. I mean, it's hard to know, you know. I mean, obviously Atlanta's rolling nobody out there. We know Jacksonville. I think Lawrence will play a little bit, but you know, eventually you're going to get to that point in the game where it's, you know, guys just trying to make the team, make an impression.
Yeah, exactly.
Carrington under 4.5 rebounds, plus 105 on BetMGM. Probably going to get that one locked in. Nice value there on it. Got a couple of books that have some juice with that play. I'm going to roll with it. We'll go a little bit lighter on it, though.
Yeah, those plays under 50%, I'm always worried about them, you know.
Yeah, go a little bit lighter on them, you know. That's kind of what I do is I'm like, all right, I'll put a quarter of a unit on it, you know, maybe a half of a unit. It just depends on how much I like to play. This thing's crazy. 21% EV play. Jeez.
Yeah.
Mm.
It'd probably be gone though by the time you get
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna make an attempt on it, honestly. Solid play, I mean, honestly, but I will pass. Mabry under 4.5 rebounds, minus 105. Got a lot of books juicing the heck out of this play. Why not? Why not lock that one in too? That is pretty good value there.
But of course, 1xBet has that plus 100. That freaking sports book.
Yeah, I see that. Yep. All right, we'll take that one.
I still haven't signed up for it yet because I'm
skeptical.
Yeah, I'm too chicken.
Books popping up like crazy all over the place, guys.
Huh?
New books popping up all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you got Juice Bet, 1xBet, a couple others too. Yeah.
Don't forget about Thrills.
Oh, I have not heard of that one. They must not have that one in Canada.
Dolson under 5.5 rebounds is minus 120. A lot of books have that around minus 140 range. I'll roll with that. 55% win probability on it. Why not? It's on BetMGM.
Okay.
Some WNBA out here, bro. Lots of plays. All right.
Hey, well, hold on. There she is.
I mean, it's an under on her assists.
Right.
I think we can roll with it. I don't know, man. That's risk. It's a pretty big game.
They had her over 19.5 points on the EV page earlier.
I would have rolled with that.
Yeah, I would too. I can't help it.
I would have rolled with that.
She's fast becoming my favorite player, man.
The assist is a little worrisome.
I got you.
You know, I mean, you just never know. I mean, this is right around what she averages, you know, assist-wise anyway, and it's one of them games where it just depends what Vegas takes away, you know. Maybe she dishes a little bit here or there.
Didn't Minnesota beat Vegas the other night? At Vegas, who did they play the other night?
No, they played the Mystics. No, it's the Liberty. You're talking about the Liberty.
Liberty. Is that who Minnesota played?
That's who Minnesota or
no.
No.
I'm telling you. Hang on. I'll tell you right now.
Yes, they beat Vegas. They beat Vegas.
98-87 in Vegas. So I'm telling you, this coach of theirs has got her team playing. Remember, she's the Olympic women's basketball coach. Just won a gold medal, and I knew she was going to come out firing. I'd be riding. I'm telling you right now, I'd be riding the Lynx tonight.
I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe I'm underestimating the Lynx here. Yeah, I mean Vegas certainly three-peat not looking as likely for them.
Well, let's get Lynxed up. All right,
let's do it. I mean, I'll ride that.
Good.
I mean, the Liberty are winning it all this year. I told you that at the beginning of the year.
I know you said that.
You don't believe it?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You know, when it comes to the playoffs, that a Vegas team can turn it on in a hurry, man.
How about this CFL play? the Blue Bombers of Winnipeg
Like
over
it.
29.5 team total.
That's right.
Yeah, that looks, despite it being a .73 EV play, it actually looks pretty good. I'm surprised it's not higher up there in percentages.
I like it.
What's the weather like in Winnipeg?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. If you go to Canada, you want to be in BC or Ontario. Everywhere else is just bad. It's bad.
Like the Royal Mounties or whatever they call them.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that.
Dudley do right.
Yeah, there's a ton of shit out here right now, man. We got Musgrove under 5.5 strikeouts, pretty lower play, but still, I mean, we got Angel Reese under 13.5 points tonight. I know, I get it, but
that's a tough one for me.
Okay, I mean, I get it, man. All kinds of stuff.
Angels.
What was another one I just saw? It was an MLB play. Where the heck was it? It was a strikeout prop, and I lost it. Not that one, not Freeland. Here it is. Nelson under 4.5. Why not?
All right, do it.
A couple of books actually favor that side, surprisingly.
And let's get to some NFL talk because we got a bunch here today.
All right.
We're going to go through it. It's going to be interesting. Hey, how you doing over there?
Oh, I'm over here. Wow.
All right.
Which
couple things real quick. Starting off, the Bears just acquired a linebacker from the Seahawks, Darrell Taylor. Okay, sent him a 6th-round pick. Guys total 21.5 sacks since joining the league. Had 9.5 in 2022. Hakeem Butler has been cut by the Bengals. I am really disappointed. He made it to the last cut, but they're trimming their roster down to 53. He's not a part of it. That's the Battlehawks player. We know that Bo Nix is not playing in the preseason finale, but, it was yesterday, I believe, when it was announced that he will be the starting quarterback for Denver. Looks like Jacoby Brissett is playing for New England this weekend. Jaden Daniels will not play for Washington in their preseason finale. And is there anything else on the board here? We got some suspensions. With Zay Jones has been suspended 5 games by the NFL for violating the league's personal conduct policy. There's Clay Brooks of Arizona has been suspended 8 games by the NFL for the personal conduct policy, and J.C. Jackson for the first game of this season. So we're getting some. I don't know what that pertains to. Anybody got any ideas? Heard anything about that at all?
I did not hear about J.C. Jackson. But if it's just one game, I guess that's not the end of the world.
What's up, Da Vinci? You are not late. You are right on time because we're just now getting into the NFL talk. And today we're going to go through the NFC West and the AFC West. And the first team we're going to talk about is one that used to be in St. Louis, the Arizona Cardinals. Yes, I got to make that St. Louis mention. That's who I am. All right. So here we go. Here's what the depth chart looks like. I'm just going with the skill positions here. Kyler Murray, quarterback. James Conner, number 1 running back. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver. Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch. Trey McBride is their tight end. Guys, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray could get ready to create some magic. You realize that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I was actually just getting ready to say that. I think a lot of people have forgotten, how good Kyler Murray can be.
Right.
And I think, new coach, finally, had a year with them and now completely recovered from that ACL injury. I think Kyler Murray will get back to being the player he once was. I really do. Not MVP like he was. There was a time when he was like bleeding for the candidacy for the MVP. I'm not going to go that far, but I think he's going to be back in that like really good quarterback territory, especially with Harrison, McBride. He's got some pretty good pieces on that team.
Right. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, coming off that torn ACL, it's going to be interesting to see how he bounces back. You always kind of worry about that. But assuming that, this scheme that they have ends up, being something that he grasps and he stays healthy, yeah, Arizona can be a respectable team. What does that mean in terms of that division? Maybe they can avoid finishing last. I don't think they're winning this division, obviously, but maybe they could overtake a team like Seattle and finish a little higher up or something. Who knows? Definitely not the team I'm looking at in this division. But
we'll get to them, I'm sure.
You'd have to think that. You'd have to think it's not going to be hard. What would they win 4 games last year?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk the next team, Seahawks. Geno Smith, quarterback. Kenneth Walker III, number 1 running back. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Jackson Smith. I can't say his last name.
Najigba.
Thank you. Noah Fant. Nothing really to write home about here. They just traded a defensive lineman. Need people to rush the quarterback because I got to be honest with you. Geno Smith is who Geno Smith is. Okay. And that's who he was when they made him the starting quarterback a while back. He's just an average quarterback, guys. If not below average, pretty close.
I've got the Seahawks finishing last in their division this year.
You know what? I think I'm with you on that.
Sorry, Dad.
Anything from you, Mike, on them?
No, I mean, I'm not too high on Seattle, honestly. I'm really not. I could see Arizona taking them, jumping them in that division and finishing ahead of them. So no, not a lot on Seattle for me.
Bats has got a comment here, guys.
Well, so do we feel Murray, Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, Justin Fields are comparable age-wise? No, I mean Murray's 27.
Yeah, he's
older. Yeah, and some injuries for him, obviously. No, I mean I wouldn't.
Maybe he might be talking about age-wise, like prime. Like are you still prime time players? If that's what you mean by that, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, maybe so. I could see that.
Prime time, guys. There's only one.
Even yesterday was tough. Yeah, 1-1 in the preseason. We had 1 under and 1 over, and we talked about that too. Hey, maybe the overs are the play now. We saw the unders been the play, but did not work out last night. And then of course the parlay, the Orioles.
Yeah,
killed it.
That was my fault. So anyway,
yeah,
I was going to say there is only one prime time, okay, and that's Neon Deion Sanders.
Otherwise, I didn't mean like that. I didn't mean
I don't care. It's never been a prime time player other than him because he was the first and only, in my opinion, prime time. Now,
okay,
let's talk about the Cronkies.
Hold on.
Randall's on Hamilton tonight.
Hamilton tonight. CFL, baby.
How much would you
Randall really likes these CFL plays.
He does, and he does well. He does well with them. I mean,
I guess why not?
I feel it would unfair to compare Aaron Rodgers to Hurts. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe.
probably, yeah.
It's better to compare Aaron Rodgers to Brett Favre, but we've already done that.
Oh my God.
Hamilton is no, they're not. They're not my favorite team. Oh, you're talking about this one, the Cronkies.
Oh yeah.
Bats has got Pirates, Yanks, Blue Jays, probably -1.5 for all three. What do you guys think?
Wow.
Man, I don't know about Pittsburgh -1.5.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know about that.
I don't even like Pittsburgh tonight.
I may not either. I may like Cincinnati to bounce back tonight after being shut out yesterday. That one worries me a little, Steven.
Let me change that. I forgot.
Yankees probably okay there. And then Blue Jays -1.5, probably all right, I guess. Yeah. They are playing the crappy Angels.
It says Chronicky.
Oh, shoot.
Chronicky.
I put the E in the wrong place. God,
my God.
Well, you know what? It's hard to be the host and the engineer
and spell at the same time.
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Los Angeles
Chronicky. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're good, Steven.
Only the Blue Jays.
Oh, only Blue Jays -1.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see. I don't like the Pirates.
I still worry Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh worries me a little bit, but I mean, why not? Why not?
All right. Yeah. Let me pull this up. I hate to even look at this team. I hate it so much.
Alex has a jersey on the way for Bob. By his boy Stan the man. Can we at least say this? Has there ever been? No, Bob.
No, me. Okay.
I'm muting him. He won't even let me finish a damn sentence. All right. Can we agree on this? Jeez, there he goes again. Justin, chat. Answer me this. All right. Has there ever been an owner that can win at the highest level with multiple teams?
He's not winning
that he owns. I mean, all the teams he owns wins.
Which one
does he do? They win fucking championships.
Hold on, time out, Mike. He only owns one. Because according to NFL,
well, you know what? Okay, no. That's daddy. That's Stan's money. Let's be real. No. That's Stan's money.
Quit that. No. All right. He owns one fucking team. The Cronkies in Los Angeles. The Nuggets are not. Now he does own Arsenal. All right.
Well, that's two teams.
Okay, but he is not the owner. The paperwork is not his name.
Denver Nuggets, Colorado.
He doesn't own those teams. There you go.
It says right here. It's
Forbes says it right here.
Forbes.
Da Vinci says it right here.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not. I get that.
Want to be a part of it. Who cares?
The Avalanche won a cup recently.
Thank you.
Listen.
Stephen loves it when we go back and forth.
Listen, Bob, the Avalanche. According to Forbes, these are considered this is their word, his sports empire. The Avalanche, the Nuggets, both have won championships recently, right?
According
the
to
Rams.
God, Mike, will you fucking listen to me? When he took over ownership in St. Louis of the Rams, part of the problem with him being an owner was that he was an owner of sports franchises in other leagues, which is against the NFL bylaws. Thus, he had to sign over that ownership to his son.
Right, but still his puppy
for the other team.
It's
Thank
still
you.
his puppy, though. It's still his puppy.
No, it's not.
So,
He's not the
yeah,
owner.
it is.
All right,
Yeah,
can
it
we
is.
get off of this ridiculous subject of one of the most hated people ever in the history of the city of St. Louis? All right. The Cronkies with Stafford at quarterback, Kyron Williams, running back, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, one of my favorite players last year, Demarcus Robinson, and Tyler Higbee, who is actually out. What is going on with him? Okay, so is he still on the pup list? Anybody know?
I do not know. I have.
And Puka is questionable, but he'll be ready for first game of the season. I love Puka Nacua, man.
Oh yeah,
I love
that
it.
that guy stole freaking wide receiver one job in his rookie year. They had no business being in that position. So that just speaks the story right there.
Well, listen to this. What Bats is wanting us to make money. That's all he cares about. I thought you cared about us as human beings, Steven. Mike, you got anything to say about your favorite team, the Cronkies?
Yeah, they're winning that division, buddy.
Okay.
There's a very good chance they win that division.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
That is bold.
Put it right here, baby. Let's do it right now. How much?
I'm not betting you. I'll go hit it on a sports book, bro.
You'll probably get better odds from Bob, though.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, that is true. I could get better odds.
PhD, I sent you an invite. You should have came on tonight. Yeah, I get fired up because of bullshit, okay?
Yeah. Let's get some bets, though. Let's get some bets.
All right. Can we finish this division first?
You know, we finished it. Well, close enough. We gotta get some bets out. I got the Rams winning the division. What about you, Justin?
Well, I'm not
taking
done.
Niners.
I've taken the Niners. Yeah, that's bold. I gotta be honest with you. I think they will for sure finish second because everybody thought they were just going to be an absolute terrible team last year. I was like, hell no. They just Sean McVay can't handle the Super Bowl hangover. They'll be back, and they are.
Steven, I did have went to the EV page at the beginning. We got about 6-7 bets in. So when you get a chance, go watch the replay here at the beginning. We found some good WNBA bets you could probably tail. And then a couple of MLB plays that we found on the EV page. So check those out. Some of them may be gone now.
We're taking the links tonight, right?
You are, yes.
You said you were riding with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that's what you said.
All right, I'll ride with the links.
Okay. I mean, if you're
MLB wise, what do you guys got?
Be honest with you.
I got to be honest. I'm not. I do worry about the Pirates. I know Steven has the Pirates. A little worried about that one. Could go either way, especially with Cincinnati being shut out yesterday, and this pitching matchup does seem to slightly favor the Reds. But again, two teams that are both inconsistent. So,
Cardinals money line.
Huh?
Cardinals money line. Palante's pitching against Minnesota. I'm taking them.
All right. Plus odds on that one.
He's been the best pitcher in the starting staff for the last month. So
they got a couple of wins against Milwaukee to build a little bit of momentum. I mean, again, they're not making the playoffs, but getting them at plus odds. Minnesota has definitely, shown at times they can slip up a little bit here or there. We saw them lose 2 or 3 to the Cubs, right?
And Steven, you know what? I've always found that you should maybe stick with your first inclination. A lot of times when you change your mind, it don't work.
Yeah. First thought. That's what we learn as traders. First
Yeah,
thought.
I mean, I don't have a great feel on that game. So if you were initially on Pittsburgh, I wouldn't want to talk you out of it because I can't back up the red. I can't back the Reds so confidently. Pittsburgh's definitely capable of beating the Reds, two inconsistent teams, and the only thing I look at is the fact that you were shut out yesterday. If you're the Reds, you do have some hitters in that lineup. Falter's on the mound for Pittsburgh. Definitely a guy Cincinnati can get to. So,
Okay.
I mean, that could go either way. And don't forget about Falter. He struggles against Cincinnati. He's 0-3 with an ERA over 6.
Looks like he falters a lot, huh?
Yeah. So that worries me as well. Falter has not done well against the Reds in his career. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe it's not his Falter, I mean,
one last, I already used that. One last bet, Stephen, that you may have missed. Tomorrow, SMU and Nevada over 55.5 points in college football. All right.
Oh, and one more. We did get one from Randall, Stephen. Hamilton tonight. CFL. Hamilton tonight. Right.
What about the Yankees?
I like the Yankees. Yeah, I mean, even with Rodon on the mound.
Yeah.
I still would ride with him. I mean, I guess he's been pitching better though. I think he's still worries me with giving up home runs, right? But
Soto and Judge are going to carry that team.
Yeah, they're on fire.
All right. Let me go back to.
And we saw them. Hold on a minute. I do want to point out we saw them take 2 of 3 against the Guardians, right? I was told last week that the Guardians would embarrass the Yankees and were much better than the Yankees and all this crazy crap. So,
who told you that?
You were on the Guardians last week. You told me I was insane. You told me the Yankees didn't have a prayer.
I'm getting ready to remove you, okay? Brewers, Dodgers. Yankees, Brewers, Dodgers. Okay. Put them in there. Can't go wrong. Milwaukee's just lost 2 in a row.
Well, yeah, that's what's funny about that is Milwaukee's lost 2 in a row, and you're getting them against the Oakland A's, who are a 55-win team. I mean, Oakland has just won 1 more game than what Milwaukee has lost, 54. And you're getting Milwaukee at -110 on the money line. Maybe better some books. I don't know. I'd have to go look at – let's go look real quick. You might even find them better than that. So that's tempting. -110 on Caesars.
Okay. Good deal. Now, the name of this show is Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. And today's topic is the crew, which we are part of the crew, talks NFL. Now, let's get back to finishing up the NFC Western Division. We're going to do things in order here, guys. All right? I want to know why, first of all, why in the hell do you not have the 49ers winning this division? What have you been smoking?
I think I initially did roll with San Fran to win this division, but
I thought
after thinking on it and I think that San Francisco is I'm not sure about Brock Purdy, man. I'm not sure I'm sold on Brock Purdy fully yet. I'm really not.
Well, I'm not sold on him either, but I'm not sold on that he can win a Super Bowl or maybe not even an NFC championship game, I don't think, this year. But I think there's no question they'll win this division. So,
yeah.
Well,
yep.
I mean,
100%.
Dan Orlovsky is an idiot for saying this defense is not a good defense. I'm like, this defense is like a top 5 unit in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, my God. Dobbs should be quarterback. He's more exciting to watch, not a Purdy fan. I'll take that accuracy any day of the week. When you put it in a spot and the guy runs to it and it's right in his hands, I'm sorry. I'll take that any day of the week. Reminds me of Kurt Warner. I've been smoking that Cronky.
That's great. That is great. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's my thought. There is literally no value on the 49ers to win this division. You know what I mean? I think I would take a chance on the Rams winning that division and something happening with San Francisco. You have the Ayuk distraction. You got that going on. Purdy, there's talks about him and not looking so hot. And, for as good as he played at times in that Super Bowl, I mean, he made some mistakes as well. I just don't know that and the Rams are only going to get better. I think they're going to be a lot better than what they were last year.
Lots of talk about Steph Curry not being able to shoot in the Olympics, and you've seen what happened. So you know what? You can take that and put it in a pipe and smoke it. That's all I can tell you right there.
With my Cronky.
That's right. That's your punt play in that division.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that.
I really don't.
I'm not as high on Seattle in that division, PhD. I'm not too high on them.
All right, let's go to these guys' favorite division. We're going to leave their team for last.
I'm with you, Da Vinci.
We're starting off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes.
All right, let's get through this.
I mean, who is even quarterbacking for that team?
Getting ready to tell you.
I don't even know. That's how weird.
Man, you know this, Gardner Minshew.
It's Minshew. It's
Gardner walking around without his shirt. He's ripped now.
Well, I know that's my point. It's got Gardner Minshew as their quarterback.
Yeah, dude, he's a guy who wins games when you don't expect him to.
He sucks.
You know who he reminds me of? Except without the deep ball that he had, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Seems like a guy who's going to just jump around and stay in the league because he can always win.
Well, and teams need quarterbacks all the time, and he's at least good enough to start and play and give you some quality, quarterback play. But he's not a guy that's going to take you, and win this division or anything like that.
No, he's tough as nails, man. I think he'll give you a chance to win.
But they're not. I don't think they're the last place team in this division. That's Denver, and we'll go to. Let's not even talk. Denver, in my opinion, is going to be in last. I know people are buying into Bo Nix and Sean Payton, and they look good in preseason, but I still think Denver's a bad team.
Okay, yeah. I like how you switched there. We still might have some comments on the Raiders.
We're not gonna. There's no sense
tell you right now,
in depth about the Raiders and
the
Broncos.
Raiders are a popular team, Mike. Okay,
I get it, but we're 45 minutes in, and
are you calling the shots now?
Yeah.
Okay, take over then.
Okay, Denver Broncos. Nothing to talk about here. Last place.
Well, you know what, though? I actually do think that Denver will be better than everybody gives them credit for, but that doesn't mean they're going to be second in their division or anything like that. I think if you're a fantasy player, go draft Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
I think he'll be really good if people forget how good he was in his first and second year. And, other than that, it's they're in rebuild mode. They got the worst string of luck with the quarterback I've ever seen in my life. And Russell Wilson hurt them real bad.
Wow. Listen to this. See, I told you we weren't done with the Raiders. Think Minshew will lead them to the playoffs. Only Chiefs are a threat. Raiders have super decent wide receiver squad.
We said that. We said that.
He thinks they're going to make the playoffs.
I don't think so, but
Devontae Adams doesn't even want to be there.
Yeah, I don't think they're making the playoffs. And there's only one team making the playoffs in this division. That's the Chiefs. I don't believe anybody else makes the playoffs. Chargers may not even finish. Some people think they're going to compete, but they may be in third place in that division. Raiders could be in second. I could see that happening.
Let's go talk Chiefs. Is there anything really to say other than they're going for a 3-peat and they're probably going to make it?
Yeah, and I think they're hungry for it too, man. I do. I
don't think they will 3-peat.
Okay.
Everybody's saying that. I don't think they will. But obviously, the second greatest quarterback to ever play, they're winning their division, of course. But I don't know. They got some new pieces, sure, but I don't know. I'm betting they won't. I think somebody else will this year.
The thing with the Chiefs is just betting against Andy Reid is just really tough nowadays. And the guy just wins everywhere he goes. Doesn't matter if he's got Donovan McNabb at quarterback. Doesn't matter if he's got, a guy like Alex Smith at quarterback, Patrick Mahomes now. The guy just seems to get the job done and win. And he's a great coach. And, in the AFC is good. The biggest threat to them is going to be, a team that they don't want to see, I think, is Cincinnati, because Cincinnati has proven they can beat them. I don't think Miami can beat them. I don't trust Tua enough. I don't think if Buffalo and the Jets, don't think either one of those teams are going to beat them. So I think that the Chiefs are going to have pretty fairly, not an easy road, but I think teams like Buffalo's taking a step back. That was their big nemesis. They've even taken a step back. So I just don't know who's a real threat to Kansas City come playoff time.
Okay, Marquise Brown he's going to miss the first probably 3 games of the season, possibly. So that's not going to help them. But if he's healthy, that does give them a speedy guy that, I know what they're trying to do there. They're trying to replace Tyreek Hill in that offense, right?
Yep.
Well, they do got Rashid Rice too, so.
Yeah. You're PhD, yes. If I'm Kansas City, what team do you fear? Cincinnati's the only team that's been proven to beat you. Who else has? It ain't Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. It ain't Buffalo.
He's with me.
Not Miami. No, I agree with that. He's talking about me. He's talking about Cincinnati being their biggest threat. And you watch.
That's why he's telling you to stop, Mike.
No, I know. That's what I just said, Bob.
I'm with PhD all the way. Cincinnati, you are way on the Cincinnati bandwagon more than I've ever seen you. And
absolutely.
I don't think they're stronger now. I think their running game is weaker. Not good. Not having a Joe Mixon.
I don't know how. I don't think Joe Mixon was not the engine to that offense, bro. It's Joe Burrow. Come on. Joe Burrow's the key. If he's healthy, they win that division.
Let's let Justin get a word in here.
Well, I'm with Mike on that. I feel like the Bengals are the only team that can beat the Chiefs, because it's not about like the firepower. And, Bob, you've spoken about this with the MLB, is that some teams cannot beat certain teams, especially in football, because of schematics. The Bengals have been able to beat the Chiefs schematically for like a lot of years. It's just, with Spags, the way he runs his defense, the weapons they have, they're a perfect match against the Chiefs.
Okay,
and I agree.
I'm with PhD. Houston is better than Cincy.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna find out. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna find out.
Definitely not Miami. I'm not.
We are going to be making some side bets this year, my friend. Okay, and
Let's
we are
roll.
going to see
Let's roll.
cash actually exchanged from your hand.
I mean, have you seen Joe Burrow's hair?
I love
seen
it.
the guy's hair?
I love Joe Burrow.
What more?
I love Joe Burrow.
If
I
that
love
dude,
him.
I mean, you got to be confident to be rocking that, right? And
I love Joe Burrow. I love him. I loved him before you did. Okay, so get out of here.
You love him, but you guys are naming off teams that have proven nothing that are being better than him. Let's go to the final
team in this division because we're almost to an hour. We got to get to this. The San Diego Chargers. This is why I do this job. Okay, it's for the humor, guys. Boy, let's see. What do you guys got there? Herbert, Gus Edwards, and J.K. Dobbins. Boy, listen to this wide receiver. Joshua Palmer, Ladd McConkey, and G.J. Clark Jr. Your tight end is Will Dissly. Will Dissly actually catch a touchdown?
He hasn't looked anything like himself ever since his 2019 breakout season. He's just been.
They also added Hayden Hurst, but
yeah, he's okay.
But no, nothing to.
That's because Burrow wasn't there. That's what he's going to
exactly. I mean, I agree 100%. You saw what Burrow did with Hurst, absolutely.
All right, let's talk. You two are both San Diego Chargers fans, okay? Talk to me about your team. Tell me, you got a great coach. You just got the coach that you need to elevate this team in eventuality. I don't know when it's going to happen. It may happen. I'm going to tell you one thing that Jim Harbaugh will have this team doing. They will be competitive. I guarantee you they will be competitive. You know why? Because their offensive line is going to be good and their defensive line is going to be good. He's going to make sure of that.
But, you think they're going to be competitive this year?
Hold on. That doesn't mean – I don't know how many games they're going to win. We're talking about when you get on the field against a Jim Harbaugh team and you walk off the field, you just had a battle. That's what you're going to get from this team. Their attitude is going to change. I'll tell you what, man, that team has had no heart for years. For years. Oh, yeah. Okay?
I mean, they'll be better, but they're not a playoff team. I mean,
they're that. Once again, bad. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm just saying that they're not.
They're going to whip. They're going to whip some people that you don't think they're going to whip this year.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
Justin?
I mean, I'll put this into context. I saw Mackenzie Brooks on her podcast again. She said the Chargers are looking like the 2019 Ravens, and I almost puked in my lap when I heard that because I'm like, what the hell are you? The Ravens in 2019 were 14-2. Like, come on. But whatever. She's a doughhead, so I won't talk about her.
Yeah, but, dumpster material. Come on. Chargers are better than Cincy.
Oh, man, PhD. He said, okay, first of all, last year Burrow was hurt. If you look at head-to-head Burrow versus Mahomes, who has the edge in yards, touchdowns, and in the playoffs, Burrow's the only one that has been able to knock off Mahomes. Other than Brady when he was with New England in the AFC Championship game, once upon a time. But Cincinnati's been the one team that's been it ain't been Josh Allen, it ain't been Houston. It wasn't Lamar Jackson last year. What did Lamar Jackson do in that playoff game? Awful. Give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals. That's the one team Kansas City does not want to see. Stats prove it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Several years ago when the Raiders and Chargers played, I saw a great performance from Justin Herbert, and I said, this kid is going to be a star. All right? I'm going to tell you guys something right now. Jim Harbaugh is his coach. You're seeing a different Justin Herbert this year. He's going to surprise you guys. They're going to do better than what you think. I'm telling you. I really do.
I sure hope that.
I'm rooting for him. They finally got a coach.
Yeah,
Burrow's closer to being on a level of Mahomes than Manning was to Brady in terms of quarterback play.
Yeah.
And they're in the same conference. They see each other a lot, dude. Not just in the Super Bowl like those two. They've seen each other several times. Burrow's had the edge.
Eli never had the kind of receivers Brady did. We'll see you later, folks.